We're on.
We're on.
We're
Awesome.
on. Hey,
Good
everybody.
morning, everybody.
Wait, sound check. Can you hear us?
We got to get a little closer.
We
maybe.
got to get a little closer.
Just a titch closer.
So, where are we?
Where are we, Tom?
We're at the Garden Lab.
Good morning.
And
Welcome.
you used to call this the potager, but now I'm calling
It's
this.
still a potager.
Is
It's
this
a
the
kitchen
original?
garden, but it's the kitchen garden for the farm to fork dinners and for food security, donations, and that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm familiar with this place, but it's generally a tripping hazard for me.
Oh my gosh, are you the one that stepped on my level the other day? I bought a new level this
No,
morning.
I did not. I didn't step on that level.
I bought another one
Okay.
this morning, another torpedo
But there's
level.
hoses, there's string lines.
Got to keep it looking good. You got to restring your lines every year to know where to put your mulch down and keep the
Is
pattern
my
alive.
head in the picture? Okay.
I don't know.
So,
So what are we talking about today, Tom?
crop rotation. I
Ooh.
told Kelly this is tough because I primarily grow perennial native flowering plants for pollinators, and you don't rotate perennials generally. I mean, unless you want to change your landscaping a little bit. So crop rotation is really for annuals, and specifically in this case, primarily vegetables and flowers, right?
Well, when you grow crops intensively, repeatedly year after year, and like you said, annuals, you want to make sure that you are mitigating pathogen, right? Introduction. You want to make sure that you're keeping your soil health up. For instance, conventional industrial ag grows a lot of corn and soybeans. They crop rotate to soybeans every third year because soybeans increase what in the soil?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen, exactly.
Legumes, yep.
Exactly. So nitrogen pulls, or the legume family, beans, peas, that kind of thing, Fabaceae family, pulls nitrogen out of the air and
Out of the
fixes
air.
it into the roots.
Puts it in the roots,
And
then
it keeps it there. And then when you go back to corn, which is a heavy feeder, lots of leafy green plants.
in the family of
Use
Poaceae.
nitrogen.
Poaceae?
Corn? Yeah, corn's a grain. Yeah, it's a
Grain?
grain. Grass. Yeah. So it's done that way. But also regenerative farming, no-till farming, which is the kind of urban farming that I do. I've never tilled my soil here. I've used a smother and cover technique for all of the 3,000 square feet now. I think I've got. And I crop rotate between the four major plant families, which are Cucurbitaceae, the cucurbits,
okay.
which are
Brassicaceae.
brassicas,
Yeah.
the cole crops, the kales, the cabbages, the really nutritious crops.
You have some Solanaceae.
Yep, the nightshades. Those are what?
Tomatoes,
Peppers,
and eggplants.
and potatoes.
Potatoes,
Mhm.
yep.
Yep, ground cherries.
Yep.
Tomatillos.
Tomatillos, which
Yeah.
I'm learning about.
Yeah. And then what's the last one? I mentioned it with industrial conventional ag. The corn bean rotation.
Poaceae
Beans.
legumes. What is
Yeah,
that? And
the
that is,
leguminous crops.
leguminous.
Fabaceae, yep.
Fabaceae.
So you rotate between the plant families, and there's actually an excellent piece about that Julie Weisenhorn wrote on UMN Extension, and then I expanded on a great little graphic that's really easy to read. You can find it at the Seed Library on the second floor, or just go ahead and ask for it, and we can go ahead. Maybe we'll just attach the PDF. It's a piece that you can just split in half, and you have a half sheet of it. It's pretty great. And you can rotate in through all of your crops all the time. Those onions, the lily family, and you can rotate in and out the Apiaceae, those crops that form the umbel flower on top, like your parsleys, your cilantros, your carrots. They can go in between any time. You fill them in. And UMN Extension also has a companion plant guide that helps with that a little bit. Companion planting is kind of a folktale, kind of not.
Yep.
But yeah, so crop rotation is really important for soil health, as well as mitigating, reducing any pathogens. You know, squash vine.
Because there's families that have very, family specific or plant specific pests.
Right, like
Things
squash vine borer.
Yeah.
That's specific, and that's the melons, the squashes, the cucumbers. All of those can be susceptible to that, and they're all in the cucurbit family.
And then they get in the ground, and
Yep.
eggs are laid and
Yep.
whatever. And then if you move that plant over there,
Yeah, that's the quadrant back here that is all cucurbits this
Yeah.
year. And then this one is the beans and peas. And we've got peas in, but it's just now recently gotten warm enough in the last week or so to plant beans. And you can see my dill goes to seed, and I keep it there. It just comes back every year. And then the beans are here this year. They were over here last year. And this year it's brassicas and flowers.
Now
And-
Kelly rotates. Now, are you rotating counterclockwise?
Yeah, it's just because of the way I started it.
Okay, because I
Yeah.
think in North America it's generally clockwise, and then
Doesn't matter. Now, are you talking biodynamic gardening now? Because biodynamic gardening actually uses the rotation of the Earth and the moon phases.
Oh,
So
wow.
is that what you're talking about?
No, I was just wondering why you go clockwise. I mean, part of this idea came up when I was here Monday, and we were playing some disco, and we were laying beats, and I'm like, turn the beat around. Right, beats right up on this road.
Beats up the whole east side of the garden.
So I go like,
path.
hey, crop rotation. Because every year I go like, which way are we going, left, right, with these families. So, great topic, and
Yeah, so check out the guideline. We'll go ahead and post that underneath that PDF. I think you can post this on Facebook. I can't remember.
Yeah.
If you want it, just go ahead and text us.
Or in the comment section.
Or the comment section, yeah, add that. And you can find it at the Seed Library, and you can also go on UMN Extension on crop rotation and see what they have there for vegetables. UMN Vegetables, UMN Extension Vegetables is another one as well. And you can always reach out to me, Kelly. I'm happy to answer all kinds of questions all the time.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
and
Keeps me busy, all those
don't
questions.
ask me, because you will probably ask Kelly. Unless it's about other things which I'm familiar with.
Beer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And we've gone down that path several times. But this is a perfect example, because she has it in quadrants. You
Yeah,
don't have a little
there's
trail
four.
going that way.
There's
Yep.
4 quadrants. No, since we took down the garage where the greenhouse is going to be going, there's not a path there, but it's good. Those are mostly flowers back there now, because I've moved this year. The solanaceous crops are over there, occupying that whole since I acquired Lois's. So
Yep.
yeah,
Community supported agriculture, a little
yes,
bouquet action.
yes, yeah,
With Garden Labs. So,
yeah.
this is a great topic, and it's part of soil health. I mean, you don't think of it that way, but if you're going to rotate, or you're going to grow these kind of annual crops, the soil health has to be including pathogens and pests.
Yeah, exactly. And the health of the vegetables. Vegetables can be more nutrient dense with higher soil
Even
health.
culturally, I read where, like, carrots, right, in that family, right? Is that APC? What is that?
Yeah, good.
APAC. So they have deep roots, right? So they're taking nutrients from down low. Then you plant another family, and maybe their roots are higher, because they're not taking the same nutrients from the same location. So anyway, very good way to do this. So with that, we're going to pick an easier subject for me next time. So, well, there's got to be something. Okay. All right. With that, we'll
see you next
guys.
time, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.